Getting weaker.
Oh, can I open it? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kava-sation time. Come on. This is episode 71. It is mending bridges. That is the topic. I'm Quinn for the win.
And I'm the pineapple. I'm the pineapple. And
yes.
And it's a little concerning.
You can't open up a gush.
There it goes.
Yeah, you're struggling to open a gusher packet. Oh, let me get this childhood stuff.
Can I ask, did you get in some exercise today?
Yes, I did.
What sort of exercise?
I stretched, yogaed, and then got on the bike.
How long was the yoga?
I do not time it, but I did a full stretch, a full.
You can have the
thing.
one that fell on the floor.
I cannot with you, Scout. Hi, Scout. Yeah, that's for you.
What up, Scout?
Hi,
So,
Scout.
I don't know if you got my message. I sent it to you a few hours ago. I will get your 5 Kava shots out tomorrow.
Woo!
Promise.
Woo!
Promise.
Oh, you promised. Huh?
Yeah. Because I feel hella guilty.
Oh.
I feel hella guilty. So, hella good to see you, Scout.
Goshers.
Well, definitely. I promise you.
That's some childhood
So expect that around before 3 p.m. your time. So I'm going to get that out in the morning here. Because there's a couple hours.
Are you still in the hospital, by the way? Anyway, yes, we're going to start a program, and we always start with a good vibe story. So, Pineapple, do you have a good vibe story for us today?
Yes, I do.
Oh, Scout responded.
The good vibe story is I went to San Jose yesterday. I went with one of my best buddies. Or one of my buddies. And we went out there. We went cycling. We did a fast-ass ride. And we went to go drop off 2 carbon frames. Both of them S-Works. Older models. One was 2012, the other is 2013. Still outstanding frames. Those are ones now, unless you're a professional, it doesn't really matter. But my buddy had gotten me.
Oh, a new thing? A new, what's it called?
These new bibs.
Nice.
You good?
Yeah, the best thing to get you is like stuff for cycling.
Yeah. So if you see it, it's stretchy. It's spandex. It's a little grippy. Okay. So when it's going through your skin, it doesn't move. See that?
Oh yeah. It has that thing. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And what most people don't know is
he be giving you the love language of gifts and quality time. For the
buttocks. The bibs. It's for the buttocks. And so
support.
I used these yesterday. Right. And as you can see, sometimes I have some issues with skid marks.
Speaking of, look what Scout said. For you charting on your shorts.
No, it was a story.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not.
Right, Scout. It was a story.
Believe it or not.
It was such a believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
So that's hella good that it's down to a 2.
Yeah, down to a. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Anything above a 5, it feels like that's all you can do is just focus on getting better or just using all of this processing capacity power to keep yourself from blowing up and being angry at everyone.
Yeah, or keeping yourself entertained, right? Watching stuff, just letting the time go by so you can just, recover. Yeah.
Exactly. So you see,
skid marks.
These are disgusting. Some really, really quality, right? They're really good. As you can see, no skid marks.
Story, yeah.
So I wore these yesterday, and they're just sitting right here on the ground. But I want to point something out, is that when you care about yourself so much, you don't care, Nothing. Yeah. My ass was dirty yesterday.
Oh, you wore this already?
I wore this yesterday. That's what you're not getting. I wore these yesterday.
I just touched it, and I'm not touching my face.
I wore these yesterday, and they still smell clean.
Yeah, because you only wore it once. You know that's
No, see,
with day one.
See, would you wear your clothes from yesterday?
Sometimes I do.
No, you keep them on, but you still wear them. Would you take off your clothes, put them on the ground, then put them on 2 days later or 3 days later? See?
Maybe. If I only used it one time.
I will wear
I've done
these
that before.
2-3 times before washing them. So I like to get the bacteria from the area down there building up in the chamois, right? This is called the chamois, CHAMOIS. And the wonderful thing about building up the bacteria in a chamois like this is not that you're breaking it in. No. It's so you can have the badge of honor of having pimples on your lower bottom. So when you're sitting down, it hurts.
Oh my God. Yeah, speaking from experience,
no,
right?
I'm just letting you know.
Just letting you know, the warning.
Of a story that a buddy told me.
Oh, from experience.
You see?
From your experience.
Because that's one of a cyclist's worst enemies.
Including you.
Is that, no, not me. I embrace the pain. I embrace the uncomfortable to make it comfortable. So when I'm feeling those big old bubbles that...
Can you stop? Look at it, Scout. Awkward. Who takes off their clothes and sniffs the butt? Oh, seriously, I would never. Oh, no. No, thank you. I'm just going to put it in the washer.
Look.
Thinking about my life decision on joining this stream.
Because remember...
You're making Scout thinking his life decision is joining on this stream.
Because remember, look. Up here is the crotch area.
I can't.
So the good vibe story is the pineapple is so clean, and that this is brand new. Thank you to my buddy. That I'm very appreciative.
That's like sniffing your balls on stream. Thank you for the good vibe story. Someone's laughing. Maybe it's not me or Scout, but you're laughing.
But that's what it's for. It's to lighten the mood. Lighten the mood, and that is the good vibe story.
That's being ridiculous.
Not taking ourselves too seriously.
Yes.
And I did smell a whiff, just a whiff of ass.
Come on.
Just a whiff of ass. You want to smell?
No, thank you.
Just a whiff.
No, nope.
Just a whiff of ass.
Nope. Let's just move on to the next part.
And a whiff of it.
Do you know what time it is?
Yes, I do. What time is it, Gwen? Do you know what time it is, Gwen?
It's Kava
Yes.
time. I feel like that's
Yes.
This thing constantly moving.
Yes.
It's Kava time. So what are we doing today? Are we doing anything different? What are we?
We have two of our options because we did some videos today that we put up on TikTok. We put up our Kava chai because there's a pineapple sampler now. There's a pineapple sampler.
Yes.
There's the Kava chai. There's the peppermint kava. There's the yerba mate kava, and then there's the Kava shot, the pineapple Kava shot.
Time to end the stream, please.
Remember, it's just a story because.
But you literally was sniffing your own ass just now.
Because I'm just mentioning. I'm just going to point out two things before we move on, right? Did I wear them? Or am I just telling a story?
Oh.
Never know.
Uh-huh.
Never know. It's just to lighten the mood.
These stories.
Yes. So we got the Kava chai. Look at that kava on the bottom.
Yeah, so great.
You want the Kava chai?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or you want the Kava shot, the pineapple shot?
I want a Kava chai.
You want a full half?
Full.
All right.
Load me up.
There goes.
Woo!
Whoa, you sounded very excited.
I feel like a cheerleader. Woo!
It's not too far, too far-fetched. And then I'm going to go with the pineapple Kava shot.
Smells so
You know
good.
why? You know why? Because we are real men.
No, stop.
And we do not back down from the strength. We love to take it head on.
I can't.
Head on.
So horrible. I feel like I've been hit by a truck.
Woo, is it because is due to the meds, or is it from them because they moved it, right? The cartilage in.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Whew.
It's probably gonna be like 2-3 weeks until you start to feel,
And you know why?
You just want to sit your balls.
And do you know why? My belief of why you feel like you've been hit by a truck is because if you know anything about surgeries, right?
Oh yeah.
When it's ourselves, we're really dainty. We're really soft and tender with ourselves. But when the surgeons are doing surgery, they are literally throwing your body all around. They are not taking it easy. They're literally shaking you up, doing the people's elbow, knee on your back. Like it's a surprise that you just feel like you got hit by a truck. Because the way I've seen surgeries, it looks like they drop you from 1,000 feet and just let you hit the ground. So to let it soften the blow, cheers with this Kava shot.
Can't wait for you to have the Kava Scout.
Yep. Cheers.
So good. This is the batch we made today. Because I told you to do 2.5 honeys. Tablespoons of honey. So good.
Woo.
Scout says, what's so weird is the pain is so low, but the body is so sore from head to toe.
Yeah. It felt all the shock.
Yeah.
Your body is just like, whoo.
It's all connected. But I want to comment on what you guys said about like surgeons, they're very rough with you.
Uh-huh.
My first surgery that I had, right? They didn't realize that I was waking up. Did I tell you the story?
No.
So I was waking up from surgery, right? But they thought but I was unable to talk or move anything. But mentally, I was like awake in my mind, right? And
you're supposed to be able to sue. Oh, you didn't sue.
No, we had too many. It was. We just want to fucking move on. But the anesthesia. How do you say it? Anesthesia wore off, and so I was awake, but I was unable to open my eyes or anything, like show them that I was like waking up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had realized, I'm waking up from surgery, right? Because I've been out. I'm waking up from surgery. I can hear everybody and everything. And then I was trying to let them know, because I felt them being rough with me, but I was trying to let them know that I was awake, and so I tried moving my hands and I couldn't. I just couldn't. I wanted to like say, hey, I'm awake. Like, don't be rough with me. But I had this thing over my mouth and they just ripped it. And I was screaming inside. And I felt my tears. My tears were just falling down like that because I was crying. Because I heard something that just went like that. And I was like, ah! And then my tears were going down here. I was like, do they see the tears? Do they see the tears, motherfuckers? So yeah, I had a moment like that. You know the movie Alive? It's about that. Where like you're awake, but then they don't know that you're awake. So you just, I know. It's just
I thought you were able to sue because they messed up with the anesthesia, like the mix.
Well, it would have been something else if obviously it wore off while they're doing surgery, and oh my god, kill me now. But okay.
Whoa, I was awake through the whole surgery.
Oh, I've been there too. I was awake through the whole surgery, but sedated enough. I didn't realize. But was sedated enough. I didn't realize we were. And
what was going on.
So I have a similar experience with that too.
So
I had 2 surgeries. First one, I was awake while they did the surgery, and then the second one, I was knocked out.
So you're awake, but you didn't know what was going on. Like
I knew what was going on, but I didn't feel the pain of them like doing the surgery on the side of my.
But did you feel them like pressure?
I felt pressure.
You don't feel it, but they say you feel pressure.
Yeah, I felt pressure. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I was awake the whole time. I thought I was swimming with Nemo under the ocean. I was that sedated. Like they gave me the drugs.
What up, Albina?
Albina, we were talking about surgery.
Good to see you.
Yeah, because Scout was in surgery, and we're talking about how being awake during surgery and then waking up from surgery, and how that experience was. But yeah, I was awake. My first surgery, I was awake.
What did you have the surgery on?
They had to put 2 tubes between my ribs to drain out all the liquid that built up in my lungs. So I didn't feel the incision, but I felt when they put the tube between my ribs. They had me count, right? They said, okay, we're gonna count to 10, but then they would insert it at 5, so you don't expect it. So it's like 1, 2, 3, you know, I was like, oh, okay. But it just felt like,
hey.
sorry. It just felt like pressure. Yeah. It was just like, and then you could feel like, you know, I can't describe it. It's just, you just felt like a whole, like air was coming out, you know, like a balloon, you know, balloon, like, but I never looked over that. I didn't want to see what it looked like.
Oh, through up here. Ooh, yeah, those. Ooh.
They gave me sedation meds through my IV. Oh, yeah. And it went through my nose. Yeah. You're talking about this, right? Because the vein. The vein. Yep. So we all have to do surgeries. So did they record
it? Were you able to? Did they record it for you or?
Record it.
Yeah, because sometimes they record. Oh. At request, they'll record your surgery.
Oh, for making sure they're doing a good job and stuff. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Just saying. Just saying. Oh. So, look at you guys. You guys have something in common.
Yeah.
You guys are both awake. See?
Both awake. I was on that shit was strong. I felt like I was swimming under the ocean because they moved me, right? But I never.
You were swimming under the ocean.
Yeah, because they put a blue sheet over me because they did surgery. So there was a blue sheet over me. So I saw blue, right? So I can't remember. Yeah, I was probably closing my eyes, but blue tint. So because I was being moved, but it never felt like they stopped. So I felt like as they were doing the surgery while they were pushing me around. That's what I felt like. But I just imagined myself, swimming with like Nemo or like Disney characters started to pop up or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to see that shit. Yeah, I didn't want to see.
Woo. All
I remember was laying down, face first on a table and seeing feet. That's it. Yeah.
Damn, man. See, I've had 5 surgeries. Long story short, the anesthesiologist. The favorite part of me and my buddy was because he's had a few surgeries. He's had, I think, maybe 11, maybe 8 or whatnot. Anyways, I messed with the anesthesiologist because I know it's one of the favorite things to do because they say count back from 10.
Oh yeah.
Count back from 10,
and then you're gone.
And we're like, yeah, I'm gonna make it all the way to 0. You watch.
Nope.
I'm gonna make it. Don't even remember making it to 7.
Yeah, you're gone.
Just gone. Yeah, you're just gone. Just like
you can recall it hitting you, right? But then it's like,
no. It's like, I just remember starting and then doing the first couple numbers to count down, then waking up. And waking up. Going through and surgery. You're just waking up hella cold and you're like,
oh yes. Oh my God. And you're on the table, right? And you
table? What?
Oh, never mind. Oh, because I was waking up and I was still on the table. That's why. But you're waking up when they were done and everything. Yeah, for me, I woke up early. I was still on the table.
You know, you make it seem like you feel special, like you're a beast. You know, like
maybe
anesthesia.
Or I experienced something kind of like weird.
Yeah, but you didn't get no money for it because normally if they mess up, you're supposed to be able to. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought, woke up early.
Well, you know what it sounds like?
My head.
It sounds like my shower shard story, right? Believe it?
But, it's nothing like yours.
Believe it or not?
No, it's nothing like yours. Yours is out of the very graphic, you know. Mine said, if you need more meds, tell me. I said, more and more. She said, I got to keep you breathing. Right? Just give me, I don't want to feel shit.
When you get too much, it just...
Yeah, you going to be...
slows your breathing. Oh,
you're overdosing. Yeah, you're overdosing, basically.
So, you know what time it is, Quinn?
Yes.
Do you know what time it is, Quinn?
What is conversation we had? Yes, it is
Kava-sation time. Come on!
Dude, okay, Hercules. right. Hercules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not this again.
All right, and the topic today, right? Albita.
Short stories, come on. Or short stories? Oh, short
Sorry.
stories, come on. Oh my God. That
It was just a story.
What
Remember,
a story.
it was just a story. Just like
what an experience.
Just like
for
the
you.
bibs down there. It's just a story.
Sure.
We don't know if it was used or not.
Right.
You know?
Right.
We don't know.
So gross. And funny. And just ridiculous. I laughed. I know, Scott. Yeah. Glad that we could bring some good vibes to you while you're in the hospital, Like I'm just imagining you in the hospital and just having a grand time laughing and
We do our best. We do our best.
Yeah. That's all you.
What is it? Mending bridges. Mending bridges.
What inspired this topic? Pineapple.
Well, I have a friend. Just stories. I have a friend. Someone I know. It's mainly an acquaintance. Mainly an acquaintance. But
maybe that's why I feel like I've been hit by a bus. Maybe that was just 2 days ago, right?
They were mentioning to me how, most people have some sort of family friction in their family dynamic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they were mentioning to me that they've been able, over the past 2-3 years, they've been able to mend that bridge. One piece of land. Just imagine having a rope bridge, right? And then having those wooden slats, boards, to complete the bridge, right? And it sounds like their shit disintegrated, right? The relationship, the bridge was unusable. And now after 2-3 years, they've been able to repair and put the wooden slats so there's a viable way for people to have the communication going back and forth.
Right.
So why is that so important? Well, because it shows growth. A lot of us, we believe that, or stories, right? Movies, families, everything. Like if you've ever watched the Fast and the Furious, what is the main reoccurring statement in the entire franchise? Family.
Yeah, like something with family. Was it just family? Yeah, just like family.
Family first.
Yeah, family first, and yeah.
So it's important.
Yeah.
Or it's not. So, what are your thoughts about mending bridges, Quinn? Do you have experience in that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, please share. Please share.
Well, in my experience, I saw how I burned the bridges, right? I saw how.
How did you burn the bridge? Because you seem so cool.
I know everyone.
like you seem like you have it all together. That your life is just a fucking dream, right? Seems so grand, but you fooled me.
Right?
Right? Live life a quarter mile a day.
Yeah.
It's literally the pineapple.
So I burned the bridges by not being around. That's the first one.
Ooh, what took you away?
Insecure, being a people pleaser, and trying to find love outside of my family.
Dang, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Pretty deep, man.
It's hashtag truths, man.
What is that?
Hashtag. This is a hashtag. See? Hashtag truths.
It looked like 2 fingers.
Oh, well, it's a hashtag.
Okay.
Yeah, by not being around, because I was busy chasing love and being liked by everybody. And arguments. Talking back. Not being a safe person to be around.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is all due to love.
This is all due to not feeling loved at home. So I went to go find it outside of the home.
You have quite an interesting story.
This is so many many people. I know that I see the reason why I don't have a problem anymore being this vulnerable because I know people really. I don't have a problem. I know I'm not the only one. Only 11 and it's still Christmas too soon. Yeah, so that's how I burn the bridges, basically, you know, and just not choosing my family. Yeah, literally the opposite. Family first. Yeah, I didn't put family first. I would say, you know, what's important? You're like, oh, family, friends. No, family did not. I mean, it's just.
It's the great
thing to say, easy, like, it's what you're supposed to say, regardless if your actions show it or not, right? Yeah, no. I did not pick family. I picked relationships and parties and friends instead of family.
Woo. And this started how long ago? And then what was the U-turn? What made you realize, you know what? I really need to mend this. Because most people would say, perhaps.
Fuck it.
They do them, I'm going to do me.
Exactly. I'm just going my separate ways and see them during family holidays, and that's it.
Right?
You know?
Because 2-3 days a year, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So what made you want to adjust that? Change that?
Well, when I started not fixing myself, I don't like that word fixing, but healing myself, right? Like getting back together with me, putting back together the pieces of me, right? Because I was healing from a broken heart and the last relationship. Then
they left you in the gutter, huh?
Yeah, I know.
They left you shattered?
I left myself.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
You sound like a Buddha. You sound very wise. Are you a coach?
Maybe. I don't know. It's right. So I started to become more aware about the dynamics, right? First, it was all about me at first, right? Then I started to become more aware. Oh, wow. I still have, as great as I started to see how my life started to become, because I was like healing, having these revelations, making new connections, and just getting excited about life in a different way. I was like, okay, there's still that one area of my life, which is family. There's still triggers. There's still tension. There's still arguments, right? And
because you guys look like the perfect family. You guys look like
everybody else. Like everybody else.
Like I seen pictures.
All the photos, all the
could have fooled me. Could have fooled me.
Are you still feeling fooled?
I'm baffled.
Anyway, so yeah, and I wanted to figure a way not to have tension anymore, you know, because when you start your self-love journey, right, you feel the love for yourself. You're like, whoa, you start to feel love with other people, and then except for family. So it's like, I'm tired of arguing. I don't want to argue anymore. You know, like, how can I make this better? So
did you hear a spirit? Did you hear something telling you all this? Like a higher power?
Some people call it that.
Yeah.
And also, you know, I met someone who had such a great relationship with their family. You know, they were also the oldest. I'm the oldest, and they shared with me how they were there for their family and their siblings, though in ways that I wasn't. So I was inspired by that.
So basically, you got lucky and you had some guidance.
Yeah, I had
kind of like a financial success coach.
Yeah, except for with family.
Gotcha. They sound expensive.
Well,
right, like family therapy.
Well,
that costs a lot of money. Right?
I'm so grateful it was free because, you know, they were a really good friend.
Yeah, that's fucking hella lucky.
Yeah, that's
hella lucky. So how do you get these hookups? It's almost like you got a Kava hookup.
You know, the good vibes. You know, I was open to meeting new people, right? So I'm like paying attention to good vibes, right? Because I'm like, they have a story. You know, if I feel this great, I know I went through some shit. Like, so I'm curious if they're also on the journey, because I was like, I can't be the only person making this choice. Yeah. So
if there's anyone watching or whatnot, and they want to mend a relationship, where would they start? Right? Because you have parents or you have guardians, people that raised you.
Yeah.
You have brothers and sisters or siblings.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of family members, right? Like,
where do you start?
Yeah, so
where do you start?
So, well, besides yourself, right? Because that's the obvious answer. People always say that, and because it's so true. Besides yourself, I started with my mom because she was the one that I saw the most.
Gotcha.
So I was like, that's right. So there's going to be many opportunities for me to start responding to her differently.
Yeah. Can you explain what your relationship is like or was like? Was it friction? Was it fire?
I was easily triggered by my mom. Anything that she said, anything that she would want to tell me what to do or give me unasked advice, I would be so triggered and I would just fire back and then we would argue and then like back and forth.
Damn, I'm unable to imagine that. Like, you guys would yell at each other, or you guys like
it sometimes it would get to the point where it yelled and then it would and then it would stop. That's when like the fire is so big that we separate. And I remember this one time, I really remember it was in the kitchen and my mom, I said something, right? Because we're just both getting triggered, right? And I said something that really put my mom up here. It's rare that happens. So when I see my mom that way, I immediately shut down. I was like, oh no. Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no. And my mom would just leave, go upstairs, and then you feel bad, right? Because you're like, you didn't mean for it to go there, but you're triggered. You don't know what you're doing. You're just reacting. Boom, 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 boom.
One-upping.
One-upping. Whew.
And it's and
I hated that, right? I didn't want that anymore. Like I hated that.
And it was often
horrible. Not to the point where it get like this, but like it would be like this, and then like I'd eventually leave or something like that, right? So it wouldn't get there. But if we stayed for too long, then it would.
So normally you leave, but this past
if I can remember that, normally, See, and that's my behavior. I would leave. That's why I never was home. I would just leave. I was like, I don't deal with this shit. I'm going to where people show me love. People who accept me and You're not freaking telling me what to do all the time. So anyways.
So how did you,
mend
that? How did you,
how would I say it? I had to practice being a safe space, being around my mom, like showing her what I needed for myself and what I was sharing with other people. I was like, let me practice what I have done for myself and for other people. Mm-hmm. Now let me apply that to my family.
Because we always get the best advice to everyone else.
Yeah,
and
or it's easier to start, creating that safe space for yourself. Oh, it could be harder. I mean, harder, not hard. But once I had established a safe space for myself, I saw how important it was to feel safe. Mm-hmm. I started being this person with other people. So through practice, then I was able to apply it with my mom. Mom first. Yeah. And then, doing that for a while, then it's like, then they start to recognize it, right? They're like, oh, she normally reacts every single time when we talk, but she's not reacting. And then, oh my God, so many beautiful breakthroughs that I've had with my mom. My mom was the first person that I got to practice with and reconcile with.
Got it. And then after that, you went to?
And then who was next? I feel like it was my mom, and then maybe
Pops?
Nope. He would just be in the background.
Your
I
sister?
believe it was sister. Yeah, I believe it was.
Who, Miss Midnight?
Actually, I can't remember. It was either.
Yeah, Miss Midnight.
The one that's a year younger than me, or the youngest one. I cannot. Maybe it was the second one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, because I started coming over to her place here and there.
So it sounds like on that one, you just started showing up.
Yes, because I would be in Midtown a lot sometimes. Oh, yeah. I used to work right down the street from where she lived. So there would be like opportunities to like connect with her. Be like, oh, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm on break. Can I come over? So that started happening so I can show her who I am now,
Instead of the witch you were before.
Yeah.
And how are those arguments?
Oh.
Was it worse than the mom?
Yeah, worse than the mom.
Woo!
Cussing at each other, calling each other a bitch.
Damn. Yeah. Did it ever get physical?
Almost.
Really?
But it didn't fully get there. Thank goodness. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
When is it? Like, here goes a question for you guys. Has anyone gotten into the fisticuffs with their siblings? Have they ever gotten into the?
Hopefully, we kind of almost did, but then we didn't because we stopped right there. We recognized it.
Really?
Yeah,
What was this? At young age? Was this?
Yeah, this was when I was with my first long-term relationship. And, she was basically calling him an asshole, and I got triggered. I wanted her to shut up. And it was bad.
Damn, you stood up for them instead of the family.
Yes,
right?
yeah. See, I was very blind. It was like I was an addicted person, right? I was an addicted person who was hooked on the relationship. Nobody can tell me anything because that's my source.
Because you're grown up now.
Of love.
You're grown up now.
Yeah, let me do what I want. Don't you want me to be happy? Just do what I say, or let me be, or let me do whatever I want, regardless if it's hurting you or not. Right?
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It was real bad. That's why when I start this self-love journey and going deeper, right, I had the space to understand where they're coming from and even understanding their triggers. So, because they would always project onto me, say triggering things to me. So, right, like I needed to change how I reacted to that because we would just easily argue.
Man.
And I'm like, and the more I understood them, the more that I could take it because I know that they're just hurt. And so I wouldn't respond. I would just like be quiet and just do something else in the house, like clean, get the dinner ready. I made myself occupied and avoided any conversations with them because I just wanted to keep the peace. It's been a journey. But yeah, it went from arguing and to the point where it's like, I can see that she feels safe around me now.
Because didn't you guys just paint today?
Yeah, we had a painting session today and we're going to do it again.
And you mentioned it was good vibes. How was it good vibes? Because this goes two Queen Shebas going at each other. And now it's like, instead of this, it's, oh,
hi. Hi, yeah, let's paint. Yeah.
It was her idea?
It was my idea. Because she started painting on her own already. And, we've done some painting and, I've done, amateur shit. But there's something that the last painting session that we had with Philip, right? I saw my blocks with painting and I've grown to love getting uncomfortable to grow. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I want to explore that a little bit more. So seeing my sister paint, I was like, I would really love to express myself freely on a painting. I would just really love to just go at it. Yeah. Kind of like what we did with our painting. We just went for it. We didn't have no agenda. Like, just fuck it. And then something will be revealed. Yeah. So I wanted to do free solo painting. So, yeah.
How was her picture? Was it dark?
Yeah. She was already finishing a project. So her next creation, those are always a theme. At first, she was doing these like melancholy, like sea, kind of like gloomy looking, like sea, but melancholy feels. And then now she's doing a series where she's doing our pets that's passed on.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But she's only painting the skull.
Wow.
Yes, but
she is dark.
Yeah, but it's very detailed. It's funny because she brought it over. My mom. My mom does not like anything dark. My mom was like, "Oh, why? why do you do that? Why? But then it's so funny. My mom was at the end. My mom's cute. She's trying. She goes up close to the painting. Oh, wow, it's so detailed. It's very good. Right? So she's complimenting instead of like, what? How long have you known your daughter now? She's always dark. She's always making the dark jokes. Like, come on. Like, her humor is all dark.
Did she say it in Vietnamese or did she say it in English?
Both.
Got it.
Because she did say the word detail. Like, Vietnamese and English. Yeah. So, it was good vibes because, she had come over yesterday. And then the day before it was Vietnamese New Year. So we saw her 3 days in a row. And it's rare that we see her at the house, especially when it's not a family event. But to come off family event is something, it's like, whoa,
Did your dad see her?
Yeah, we all ate, well, she ate dinner, but we all hung out during dinner time.
Wow.
And then we painted.
So she was there while you guys ate dinner, just chit-chatting.
Yeah. And get this, my dad is so cute. So before, when my sister came over, of course I come home, like, you know, and I look at the counter, and I see that my dad went on Indeed, you know, the job searching place.
Yes.
And he printed out listings of film editing positions.
Wow.
And he printed it all professional. Was it color too? I don't know. But it looked like a brochure on the table.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, Dad did this, didn't he? She's like, yes. Like, oh my God, this is so cute. And then so my sister saw, I was like, did you see it? She's like, yeah, I know. Oh my God. I was like, that is very thoughtful of Dad. Very thoughtful.
Wow.
I know. So a lot of good vibes, right?
Yeah, that's a shock, isn't it? Is that
Yes
a
and no,
shock?
because he's always doing stuff like this.
Gotcha.
He will. His love language is definitely acts of service because he's washed my car so many times. He's cleaned my room. He does things like that.
Gotcha.
He does things like that. He'll vacuum my car.
That's how he got COVID the first time.
That yes. He will take it upon himself to do something for us, but that in that way.
Got it. How did your sister take it? Before we go.
She took it good. Yeah, she took it good.
Wow.
She was like, oh.
Yeah. Man.
I know. It's like healing.
It is.
Mending bridges.
Thank you, Quinn. You know, it sounds like a lot of growth.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a lot of growth. You know?
Yes, it's so. It's like you know, like no one can tell you anything because you experience it yourself.
Yep.
It's like one of those moments that you can't not tell me anything. Like, you know, it's just living proof.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cool. Any last words before we get going? Before we bid adieu, and then I'll be shipping out your Kava Shots to you, Scouts. To you.
When you consistently grow your good vibes, no matter how dark it gets, like you will see all the work that you've done, like kind of like, how do I say it? Like it does still count. It does. The key is consistency. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Consistency. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna end it with the two favorite things. Man, this Kava has got me. Whoo! It's got my eyes feeling really, really heavy. But I wish you enough. I wish you enough, Alvita. I wish you enough, Scout. And leaving it with this blessing from the woman who survived World War II. Who knows if she's still breathing, but she and her family escaped from Poland or left Poland to go to Jerusalem, running away from the Germans at the time. And she made it to Jerusalem and her family didn't. So she shares this blessing that's in Hebrew and is translated to English as wherever you go, may people always recognize that you have a beautiful heart. Woo, woo, woo. I feel it in my eyes. I feel it twitching. That's the Cuckoo Queen for the win. I'm the Pineapple. Alvita. Hella good having you.
We'll see you Friday.
Hella good having you. Scout, I'll send you your tracking, Maniana, for your Kava Shots, and would love to hear your feedback.
Woo!
Stay magical, y'all. Stay magical.
See you Friday, 10:30ish.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good night.